You're listening to the Hurdy Gurdy Travel Podcast. I'm your host, Justin Vacula, here to help you travel the world at next to no cost through credit card points, miles, benefits, and rewards. Make money, save money, and take advantage of great deals. Visit my website at hurdygurdytravel.com to contact me, find me on social media, and support the show with donations and use of referral links. More information at the end of the show. Thanks for joining me for episode 30, Easily Establish a U.S. Bank Relationship. I talk about my experience of opening a U.S. bank self-directed investing account, which allows one to qualify for altitude reserve and improves credit card approval chances. 2 days ago, Reddit user SherpDerp1 shared that they were approved for the altitude reserve card with U.S. Bank after opening a self-directed investment account, also offered by U.S. Bank, having no pre-existing U.S. Bank relationship since they were outside of U.S. Bank's footprint. In order to be approved for the altitude reserve card, one must have a relationship with U.S. Bank, which usually means having a credit card or a checking account, but those without local branches are usually declined when applying for checking accounts. In my opinion, altitude reserve is an extremely strong credit card, so it's worth going through some steps to secure approval. Those living on the East Coast, for example, have a more difficult time acquiring U.S. Bank credit cards since they aren't able, in most cases, to take the easy path of getting a checking account to qualify for altitude reserve. Having a checking account should also improve chances of getting other valuable credit cards with U.S. Bank, like the upcoming Altitude Connect card I mentioned in podcast episode 17. U.S. Bank business cards also have included strong cash sign-up bonuses of $750 and $500. Many sadly give up on U.S. Bank, not wanting to get a personal credit card after waiting several months to only wait more months to get another credit card. U.S. Bank is known to be strict, declining people who have even 2 or more hard inquiries in the last 6 months. So a self-directed investing account is a wonderful way to fast-track the process at very little cost. Not even a hard credit inquiry. Let's explore. I called the number listed on U.S. Bank's website to ask questions about the investment account. Their services are similar to that of Schwab, Robinhood, Webull, and other apps or brokerage accounts. Register and place trades for stocks on your own rather than opting into managed funds and paying various fees or commissions. With U.S. Bank, you have to pay a $4.95 transaction fee. You're charged whether you buy 1 share of stock or 100 at the same time, but there are no account minimums or yearly fees to maintain the account if you make at least 1 trade a year. U.S. Bank charges a $40 inactivity fee if 0 trades are made in a year. So by just making 1 transaction, it's an effective $4.95 annual fee. I completed the simple application, was immediately approved, and will soon receive a welcome kit in the mail, which will give me instructions on how to fund the account. The phone representative said I can fund the account with the bank I use to pay my U.S. Bank Flex Perks credit card, but those without an existing relationship can mail a check or initiate an electronic funds transfer online with their bank transfer form. The Reddit user I mentioned did not even have to fund the account before approval for the Altitude Reserve card, but I would suggest funding the investment account rather than putting nothing in and later facing shutdown due to inactivity and or being charged a $40 fee as I mentioned. For me, the self-directed account is a no-brainer. While I'm not a fan of the $4.95 fee, I'm a huge fan of bolstering my existing U.S. Bank relationship. I've been seeing a trend in recent months of banks giving low credit limits to new customers, declining credit card applications due to lack of existing relationships, and even declining people for multiple credit cards. Those with more bank activity seem to have a higher chance of approval. Lamenting a $4.95 fee is really missing the point here, as the cost is easily recouped with future opportunities. If someone wants to engage in a lot of trading, they can simply use other brokerage accounts which do not charge transaction fees. If the investment account had really high fees or a high account minimum, I could understand more skepticism, but a $4.95 fee is a reasonable cost in this situation. One has to pay to play. The U.S. Bank relationship may also allow one to get a checking account for a stronger relationship and a sign-up bonus. At the moment, I'm unsure about whether someone outside their footprint can qualify for a checking account if they have the investment account, but some report they have been approved for checking accounts after getting credit cards with U.S. Bank. Sadly, this is a year mileage may vary situation. The Reddit user also mentioned being approved for a U.S. Bank checking account after getting the investment account, so maybe there's some hope. Additionally, people who have a checking account with U.S. Bank do not have to pay a $4.95 transaction fee, and those with a U.S. Bank credit card do not have to pay monthly service charges for the checking account. How about that synergy? If you're unsure about what credit card you should get next, visit my website at hurdygurdytravel.com for a free credit card questionnaire. Shortly after completing the form answering my simple questions, I'll contact you providing a tailored recommendation. With all the options in the market, bank rules, limited time offers, and lots of strategy considerations, the process can be difficult, but I'm here to help. Subscribe to my Patreon page for more support, including monthly phone calls and special perks like having upcoming podcast guests answer your questions and a custom podcast episode. The self-directed investment account with US Bank is a major discovery, which should allow many to more easily get credit cards with US Bank. Parking $100 or more in investments, even a solid index fund, which is low risk, historically good returns, should be a prudent move, not only to gain returns on investments, but mainly to get sign-up bonuses, credit card perks, and a checking account bonus with US Bank. Thanks so much to Reddit user SherpDerp1 for this great tip. Listen to episode 17 of my podcast for more discussion of US Bank, particularly the upcoming Altitude Connect and Altitude Go cards, and a deeper dive into the Altitude Reserve. Sadly, US Bank is often ignored by many in the credit card hobby, likely due to the difficulty of establishing a relationship and having to wait between inquiries. But now US Bank is much more within reach. See the show notes for a rough transcript of this episode, links to the Reddit post, and a link to sign up for the investment account. Thanks for listening, and stay tuned for more content, including a very special guest for episode 31. If you missed episode 29, visit my YouTube channel, Hurdy Gurdy Travel Podcast, for a special video. Please like, share, and subscribe. Visit my website at hurdygurdytravel.com, where you can contact me, read episode transcripts, complete a free credit card questionnaire to receive tailored recommendations, follow me on social media, and listen to past episodes. Support my work through Patreon, PayPal, the Cash App, and referral links by visiting the Donate tab on my website. Subscribe on YouTube at Hurdy Gurdy Travel Podcast, like my Hurdy Gurdy Travel Podcast Facebook page, follow HG Travel Podcast on Twitter, and follow Justin Vacula on Instagram. I'll be live streaming from YouTube with business coach Cakeologi on Tuesdays and Fridays at 9 p.m. Eastern as shelter-in-place time continues. We'll talk all things money, business, and credit while answering questions from a live audience. Find announcements for upcoming streams and archives for past live streams on my website at hurdygurdytravel.com. Schedule a free 15-minute consultation with full-time business coach and YouTuber Cakeologi, who can help you formally establish your business, build business credit, and get premium business credit cards. When you select from various paid services after the free consultation, I will receive credit for referring you. Listen to Cakeologi on episode 12 of my podcast. Visit my other podcast at stoicsolutionspodcast.com, STOIC, stoicsolutionspodcast.com, where you can find practical wisdom for everyday life inspired by the ancient philosophers of Greece and Rome. Thanks to generous patrons and fans of this podcast who help support my work. Have a great day.